How are the squad? You get 3 games to go. Is there a sense of fatigue and everyone's carrying injuries? You know, the men's game can be a lot like that towards the end of the Premier League season. How have you found how they are towards the end of a WSL season, your first WSL season?
No, quite the opposite, actually. I feel like this group, the intensity in which they've trained this week and the level of competitiveness has been very, very pleasing, very exciting to be a part of. So from my perspective, no concerns around fatigue. I think the group are fit. I think that everyone's ready to play their part in these last 3 games, and they're very together as a group, and that's really important. If you have a desire to be successful, then the strength of the group is really important.
Huge disappointment, of course, at the Amex last Friday, but I wonder what, as a group, you took from that, the boost, the positives, the cohesivity, meeting the fans, the connection, that sort of thing. That's something that will be with the group moving forward, won't it?
Yeah, I think clearly we're disappointed with the result. Certainly didn't feel like we deserved to lose the game, and having analysed it and reflected deeply as a group of staff, we feel that's the case. We feel like on another day we could have won the game. We felt like a lot of the areas that we've been focusing on, prioritising, we showed progress in. Some areas we were disappointed with our work, so that's something that we'll be looking to put right. So yeah, from my perspective, on the pitch, disappointing with the result. Pleased with some of the performance markers that we're looking at and that are important to us. And I have to say the atmosphere that the 5,000 fans generated in the ground was outstanding, regardless of the result. You could feel that there was a real connection with the fans and the people that came out to support the team. So we're grateful to them for coming out. And I also feel like it was a big step forward in terms of, having that game at the Amex. Hopefully, despite the result, providing an entertaining game for the people that came to watch. And, the feedback that we've had from everyone in terms of their match day experience has been pretty positive.
So what's important for you from these final 3 games? What's the message? What do you need them to show heading into the summer and next season?
I think it's just building on what we've been doing. So the important things for me are the way we play, the identity in which we play with, the intensity, the desire. The players themselves have spoken about staying hungry for the last 3 games. It's easy when you get to this stage of the season when, effectively one could argue that there's nothing to play for. I certainly don't subscribe to that. There's always something to play for because there's 3 points on the line every match. So from my perspective, nothing changes. We want to finish as high as we possibly can. We want to do it in an identity that reflects us as a group and the football club. And we want to entertain and we want to perform.
And a perfect test this weekend away to Spurs, who are above you, but not that far above you, and a chance to put all those things into action, Mikey.
Yeah, these are the sorts of games you want to play in. I mean, Tottenham are a really, really good team. Watched a lot of them this week and previously, and I'm impressed with the way they play, impressed with their style. Obviously, they've got an FA Cup final to look forward to. So, we understand the scale of the task that's in front of us, and I'm really confident that we can go there. We can perform. We'll be looking to take the game to them. So we'll do that. We'll play with confidence and freedom, and hope that we can put in an entertaining performance and pick up a result.
Well, finally, I was going to ask about that cup final, whether you think it's a distraction for them, whether they're all incentivised to get in the squad and the team, how it might work, possibly in your favour.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, from my perspective, it's not something that I can control. So I'm probably not going to spend any time thinking about that. My focus is on us. what we can control, what we can affect, and we'll be working really hard to make sure we're ready.